Hi everyone. I wanted to just give you a quick introduction into how these picture problems work on balancing equations. Um, so we have our reaction here. It's two H2s react with one O2 to make two waters, H2O. So let's see. So we're starting with four hydrogens and four oxygens, four H2s and four O2s. In our reactants. And over here on our product side, we have some waters made, and then we have these two excess reactants that are that are the green circles. So let's see which ones are kind of which, right? Let's see which ones of those are which. And if you look at your water over here, right? We make a water, it's got two hydrogen, one oxygen. So the black ones must be H's. So to make this water, right, we need to use, right, two of these hydrogens here, but we only use one of these oxygen, right? So then when we make our second second water over here, right, we use that second oxygen from that, but then we also use another one of these whole H2s. So again, so when we're making our next, it's a 2-to-1 ratio, right? Two hydrogens to one oxygen. So then we're going to use two of these and one of these, and that would make that would make these other waters, right? And you see here, when we get to this point, there's some leftovers here. These two green O2 and this other green O2 that were started with, and we still have those at the end. Right, so those were left over. Those were excess reactants. So those were the excess reactants was O2 because, again, those are left over and those didn't get used completely. And then there's two of those left over. So we started with four of them. We used only two of them. We started with four hydrogens. We used all four of those. And when we did this, we made four waters. And then the reaction stops once those hydrogens that were in our reactants are gone. So that's just kind of how you're trying to figure this out. You're trying to look at the balanced equation, build your products based on what the ratios are, right? Break these guys apart, form the new products. And since every hydrogen needs two hydrogen, one oxygen, right? We're using the hydrogen up twice as fast as the oxygen. Okay, so whatever's left over, that's your excess reactant, that's oxygen. The limiting reactant then is the one that stops the production of waters. So that limiting reactant is hydrogen, or H2.